Right. Hi, boys and girls. How are you? Welcome again back to our channel called Sahara's Bookshelf, where we basically aim to tell short stories that inspire creativity, they build language, and for me personally, it's a bonding session with
Mommy, why do you forget to say minion?
Yeah, but I've not introduced. Have I introduced myself? Okay, fine. This is my girl. She's my small minion who is helping me to do the stories. Senior mama? Oh yeah. She's helping me to do the stories, explore, imagine, discover with our short stories. So today we're doing a story about called The Proud Peacock.
Now what is that?
A peacock is a kind of a bird.
It flies.
Yes, that lives in the forest. Yes.
Do they eat animals?
It's a bird. It's a bird. You listen to the story first. So,
They eat
normally I write these stories
worms.
myself, short stories from
And
the beginning to the end. I do these stories myself.
And
So,
birds.
I normally write them down on a piece of on a
Paper.
book and then I read for you from Kasuku book. But yeah, we have to do this.
And you know
Yeah, we have.
and you know a bird can eat worms.
Oh yes, a bird can eat worms. So listen to my story, okay? All right. So Mrs. Peacock was a very beautiful bird. She had blue feathers with golden tips, a crown above her head that was orange.
A queen bird.
No, a crown. She had a crown above her head, like
it means that is a queen bird.
Oh, that Mrs. Peacock is a queen.
Yes.
Well, you can say that, but now listen. That the crown above her head was orange, yellow, and green. Very beautiful. Very what?
Beautiful.
The nails on her feet were well manicured. She was the envy of very many animals. She could often walk past other animals and they would stare and stare and stare until she was gone because she was very beautiful, yes.
Like this.
Yeah. But you know what about Mrs. Peacock? She was also very proud.
Proud.
Yeah, she was very proud. Mrs. Peacock thought no one could live up to her expectations. She could never ever give her time to anybody. Yeah, she would meet the monkey on the road and laugh at him saying,
like this.
You short monkey, I have never seen an animal as short as you. Look at you with your tiny hands and your tiny feet. Imagine, that's what you tell the monkey. She met the giraffe one day and she told the giraffe, look at you and your tall body. No one would want to be your friend. You have no beautiful feathers like mine. And she walked away laughing and mocking the giraffe. Ha 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 ha.
You know that's a funny story.
Another day, she met the hippo along the road. She said, look at you and your fat self. You need to run a little and become fit and as healthy as me. She mocked and laughed at the hippo. The hippo said nothing. Was this very nice?
No.
It wasn't. This made the hippo cry and cry 1,000 tears because he was very hurt.
And that bird still laughed at.
Yes, the peacock was laughing at Mr. Hippo. Another time, Mrs. Peacock found the buffalo running very fast.
Like this.
Yes. He was running very fast. She stopped the buffalo and said to him, what is wrong with you? Can you be as elegant and majestic as me? Yes, I do not have to drop even a single sweat to impress anyone.
Mama,
Yes.
can
What?
a bird have sweat?
You listen to the story. What you are doing is useless and cannot help anyone, Mr. Buffalo. Mr. Buffalo was so discouraged and he ended up crying like a baby. He could not imagine what Mrs. Peacock had just told him. So he
What
just kept
Mrs.
silent and went on his way. However, one day in the forest there came a very, very serious drought. Drought happens when there is no food, there is no water, there is nothing.
What?
Yes,
It
and
was the dry.
yes, and Mrs. Peacock was very thirsty and very hungry. She went outside her hut as she could not stay without food anymore. She had to go searching for anything and everything she could find. As she was walking, she saw mangoes up the very, very tall mango tree.
Yes.
Yes,
They love
but
mangoes.
she had no feet to climb or arms to climb. However, Mr. Giraffe was passing by. She suddenly stopped him and said, "Please, please, please, Mr. Giraffe, get me up the tree so that I'm able to pick some mangoes. I am very hungry and I have not eaten in very many days."
And
Mr. Giraffe remembered what Mrs. Peacock told him a while ago. "Mrs. Peacock, you have been very mean to me in the past, but I will not hold any grudge and I will lift you up the mango tree." Mr. Giraffe, because of his long legs and his long neck like this, yes,
like crystal.
yes, he was able to lift, yes, very, very long. He was able to lift Mrs. Peacock up to the tree. She was so ashamed of what she had said earlier to Mr. Giraffe. "Please forgive me," she told Mr. Giraffe. "I forgive you," said Mr. Giraffe. Yes.
How about all the animals?
Wait, I have not finished the story. While she was up in the tree, she was still not able to pluck a mango. Why was she not able to pluck a mango?
Because it doesn't have arms.
She has no arms. Yes. Mr. Monkey, who was watching her, decided to help her and helped her to pluck a mango. She ate very hastily as she was very hungry.
Nom,
Nom, nom, nom, nom, nom, nom, nom. And thanked the generous monkey. The word for today is generous. And thanked the generous monkey. Generous. I am so sorry for what I said earlier about your hands. Please, please forgive me. Mr. Monkey did indeed forgive her. "You are forgiven," he said. She then flew down to the floor of the forest, but from a distance she could hear a lion hunting and rolling. Ooh. Wow, I am looking for something to eat. Mrs. Peacock knew if she did not run very fast and run very far away, Mr. Lion would eat her alive.
Yum, yum.
Nom, 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 nom. So, she saw Mr. Buffalo passing by. She stopped him and said, "Come here, Mr. Buffalo. Please, 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 carry me on your back and help me run very fast and very far away from the lion." Feeling pity on her, Mr. Buffalo put her on his back and carried her running very fast past the lion, and the lion was not able to capture them. Even once.
Like this.
Run very fast. They ended up in the river and only Mrs. Hippo was there.
What?
Yes. Only Mrs. Hippo could be able to carry them on their back and help them cross the river to the other side so that the lion cannot find them. Mrs. Peacock remembered all the bad things she said about the hippo and felt very embarrassed. She gathered all her courage and asked for forgiveness. You know, when you do a mistake, Sahara, you need to ask for forgiveness, okay? Please, Mrs. Hippo, kindly forgive me for everything that I've said. I did not mean it. Kindly help us to cross the river. The kind Mrs. Hippo did indeed forgive her, but not until she told Mrs. Peacock something. We are all different animals and we are all blessed differently. We are all unique with different abilities, and we cannot all be the same. Accept everybody the way they are. And with that, Mrs. Peacock carried the buffalo and the peacock across the river to the other side on her back. And that's the end of the story. Was it a nice story?
It was a funny story.
It was a funny story.
Like,
Yeah.
you see,
Mm-hmm.
you say like this. Look at your small hands and feet.
Look at your small hands and feet. So, boys and girls, that's the end of the
You-
story.
you're
Tell
going
me in the comment section below what you think about the story. Did you learn something? Sahara learned something.
You are going to make me to fall.
No, don't fall. Come sit properly. So, the word for today is generous, and you spell generous as Generous. And being generous means to be kind. So comment in the comment section below and subscribe and like and share and tell us what you think about this story. What other story do you want us to do next? Tell me, Sarah, what other story do you want us to do next? Sorry, I can't hear. Sahara keeps on telling me to do Jack and the Beanstalk, but I find like Jack and the Beanstalk is would have a bit of plagiarism. I don't know. What do you know what plagiarism means? I don't know. I keep on avoiding it, but maybe I can.
Not Jack and the Beanstalk, or about a easy one.
All right. Okay, that's our story for today. Say bye, Mama. Bye.
No, let me tell you the last story.
Which story do you want me to do?
Tomorrow. The easy one for when you wake up in the morning, you have to brush your teeth and go to school, and then you have to do your homework. If you have not to do the homework, you have to repeat again, and you go to the other school because you did very wrong.
All right. Okay. Maybe I can think around that and come up with a story about homework and going to the other school and not doing your homework. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Say bye, Mama.
Bye.
Bye.